I'm sure Africa has never been as excited as this, probably. Now, today, on Movies Showing in Cinema, we're actually taking one movie, the only movie at this particular point in time. Wakanda forever. All right, but then, hey, come on. I'm not talking about this. I'm not doing it myself. I've got the one and only award-winning Harryitie. Harry has seen this movie like 30 times.
He said award-winning. Wow.
Should I tell them some things?
No.
Okay, no. So just leave it at that.
Yes.
All right, but Harry, it's great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so we're talking Wakanda Forever. That's the title of the movie, by the way. It's Black Panther.
Yes.
Yeah. Is this the eureka moment for movies in Africa? Does this herald a sort of renaissance?
Well, I feel like for Black Panther and what it stands for, it is more for, well, it's good to see Africa in a positive light, and, you know, Africa is being showed in a more futuristic sense if we're never colonized. I feel like this is more for the global black cinema globally in general. Okay. So over the years, they have said that a black cast, a black director cannot sell out cinemas, they cannot sell out movies. But, you know, Black Panther is proving them wrong. You know, it's like a predominantly all black cast. There's just like two white characters, you know, and, you know, everybody else is black. The director is black, and they give him this budget, and he's doing so well.
Ryan Coogler.
So,
now, prior to Black Panther, Ryan Coogler had done Creed.
Yes.
And he had done very low budget movies. Now,
Yes.
this is a $200 million movie.
Yeah.
And how well, let's look at the directing aspect. How well do you think he did?
He did an amazing job. There's a video online, you know, Harryitie did an interview with him, and he was breaking down, you know, the fight scene with, there's a fight scene in the movie with Lupita Nyong'o's character, Dana Gurira, and Chadwick Boseman's character. Okay. And he broke it down to the minimum, to like the very tiny detail of, you know, the shirt that, the dress that Lupita was wearing, why she was wearing that color. So he's very detailed and very, you know, he's attention driven, you know, and there are scenes in the movie where the expressions on their face alone is already telling the story. So I think that for him, he's directing off the chain.
Off the chain. Now,
yes.
Let's look at, I know you have a lot of good things to say about the movie, but there are some objective criticisms of the movie.
Okay.
Now, it is said that when it comes to the fight scenes, it doesn't measure up to what Marvel has previously showed us before. What do you think about that? The fight scenes, feel like the fight scenes were not enough.
The fight scenes are enough to drive home the points. Now, if anybody wants to see fight scenes, they should wait for Avengers: Infinity War. That is war.
Exactly. That is war. So, like, they shouldn't just talk in that movie.
Exactly.
If they talk in that movie, they'll have a problem with me. But let's leave that now.
But for Black Panther, this is the very first in the Black Panther series of films that we hope will happen. You know, so they're trying to lay the foundation for what Black Panther is about.
It's about.
Let us know who he is.
Think of, you know, I'm thinking of something like that happened with Captain America. You know, Captain America, the first Avenger, what happened the first one, then by the second one, by the time we saw Winter Soldier, and then we got into Captain America Civil War, it was off the chain.
Exactly.
So I'm looking for Black Panther 2 and all of that. When it comes out and all of that, they will step up with the fight scenes.
Yes, there will be more fight scenes.
All right, hopefully. But then quite a lot of good things, What else can you pick, apart from the director doing a great job? How was the acting?
The acting was impeccable. First of all, I have to commend Lupita Nyong'o, who we have seen, you know, we've seen her from Sugar to 12 Years a Slave to Queen of Catway and Star Wars. But, you know, throughout these movies, we've not seen her range when it comes to her acting chops. You know, and in Black Panther, we see her acting more. We see her have more speaking roles. So I think that is really good. And Dana is someone to watch also.
Dana is
if
someone
you watch
to watch
The Walking Dead, you're familiar with Dana Gurira,
of course.
But, you know, this is putting her like on a big scene. You know, for people who are not familiar with the show, they can see her, see how well she's doing. So I'm really excited about the movie. I mean, Michael B. Jordan has worked around Coogler, you know, in 2 movies. He's he's a Hollywood favorite already, you know, and Chadwick Boseman is
Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman. Yes. I think Michael B. Jordan,
the biopics guy. That's what they call Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman, of course.
Yeah, but, you know, we are seeing these characters, you know, on a big screen, you know, and this is a game changer for their careers individually because everybody did an impeccable job. Winston Duke, I have to add, also did a great job. He researched Igbo for his characters. I thought that was very fascinating. Also,
okay, all right. So you know what happens now. Harry saw this movie a number of times, and you spoke to some people, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's listen to what one or two of those people had to say, and then we'll get back and continue talking about the movie.
Well, to me, Black Panther means black power, possibility, black magic, like just power, so much potential.
Black Panther means representation. All our lives we've been watching superheroes like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. They've all been white. None of them look like us. But hey, T'Challa is here with all the melanin popping and whatnot. So yeah, that's what it means to me.
Most importantly, aside the story, is it has entertainment value. This is what movie is all about. Nobody comes to the cinema to watch a story or to learn about morals. People come to the cinema for entertainment value of a product.
I'm so proud of Africa. There's just so much, so much they've not told about Africa. And the only sad thing is Hollywood got to tell our own story. You know, I wish we were the ones to tell our own story. But anyway, it's all good.
To me, I'm super excited about Black Panther because finally we have a say.
Okay, so we just saw that part where Killmonger was going up, but there's a part where Killmonger went up against the Dora Milaje. That was one scene that it felt like they should have done more with the fights, you know,
Well,
because he had them.
yes, but you know,
Try not to give spoilers, even though me.
Let's not give spoilers. But looking at the story arc, you know, it is. I'm trying not to give spoilers.
Okay, but the point is that.
But the thing is, it was yes, he fought with the Dora Milaje, but the story is really more about, you know, Chadwick Boseman's character trying to prove himself as king, and then with Killmonger trying to, you know, do his villain thing.
Okay, let me just mention something. Of course, this is one reason why this movie has been heralded is that the fact that we have a villain who is not superhuman.
Yes.
That's one cool thing for Michael B. Jordan. But then let's talk about figures now for this movie. It has broken some records.
Yes,
it has broken records for 3-day opening weekend and also 4-day opening weekend. Let's talk about the figures.
Yes, it has broken records. Currently, it has done close to $270 million in the US.
In the US, that's domestically.
In the US alone.
Because worldwide,
yes. Worldwide, it was expected to have hit 500 million
by now.
But
yes, it's at 490.
by yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, so by
yesterday,
it should have. So exactly. So
490 by yesterday.
You can say that the figures are pretty. They're pretty
impressive.
They're pretty impeccable, and this is just in the first week alone. So in the first week already, they've made their money back.
Yeah,
they are good.
Sure.
You know, they calculate. So and the movie's going to be in cinemas for a long time. You know?
It will be.
I was at the cinemas yesterday.
It will be.
Everybody was there to see Black Panther. It was packed. You know,
it will be. And then, of course, when you look at figures like this movie, now Asia also contributes a major lot to the global market, to the global box office market. And then they had a premiere in Asia. Now,
in South Korea.
In South Korea. Now, but a number of things people are saying they expected a premiere in Nigeria. The premiere for Africa held in South Africa. Right? South Africa. So Nigerians feel like we have a big film market enough, and we should have had one of the major characters. In South Africa, Lupita Nyong'o was there. She was
Dana
Guerrera was there in South Africa. But then, they didn't come to Nigeria, man.
Well, to be fair, Nigeria has not... I don't want to say that we don't contribute to the global film market, because we do. We're moviegoers and everything. But South Africa has been doing this longer than us. When it comes to going to the cinemas and buying power, and the fact that South Africa is also a film hub. People go and shoot films in South Africa. So we are getting there, definitely. I mean, South Africa contributed. The language they speak in Wakanda was the Xhosa language, which is South African language.
Okay.
So it would be a disservice.
But they had Igbo names. They had Nigerian names. We had Okoye. We had Ayo as part of the Dora Milaje.
Yes.
We had Okoye. We had Ayo.
Yes, and Mbaku researched the Nigerian accent. Yes, but you know, with time, maybe Black Panther too. Maybe they will do a premiere in Nigeria. Who knows?
Who knows?
But South Africa was needed because of the influence that South Africa had on the movie.
Okay, so let's go personal rating. Out of let's use cinema style. There's A+, there's A-, there's A. You understand? There's B+ and all that. Let's use cinema style. What would you give this movie?
A+.
By the way, but A+.
I'll give it an A+. Yes.
By the way, from movie cinema goers around the world, the movie has an A- rating, which is extremely very cool. I don't know why they break that into A. A is A, I understand, which is quite very cool. So worldwide, it has that particular rating, but you would give it an A+.
Yes.
So watch or not, for every other person there, watch or not.
Everybody needs to see Black Panther. Like, what are you doing? Yes, you need to go and see Black Panther.
Now, what would this do? Let's look at future, moving forward.
Yes.
What do you think? What's the prognosis for movies that have black titular characters.
Yes, I feel like
moving forward,
we're going to see more films by with predominant black cast, because you know, and that's not about Hollywood. Once they realize that if formula works,
something works, they go with that
going
formula.
to roll with it, even exhausted. So it's good for everybody. It's good for people of color who want to be on the mainstream. We're going to see more black superheroes. I mean, you know, Black Lightning, who is a DC character, is on the CW right now.
Okay.
That's another black superhero, but he's on Network Television America. So we're going to see more of that, more characters like that, thanks to the success of Black Panther.
But you know, now people are talking about Black Panther, not necessarily that we've already had black characters, black superheroes in movies before now. Of course, there's been Blade. Yes, Blade is black. There has been Falcon, even though I don't think that guy. For me, I was thinking, the Avengers series, Falcon just.
He saves their, you know, a lot of time. So you cannot dismiss him.
The Falcon is just too much of a sidekick, right? But then, what do you think before now? Even though we know that Wesley Snipes had wanted to do something with the Black Panther character before now, Wesley Snipes wanted to do something, but then this is quite cool. This is quite good.
Yes, it is amazing. Yes.
Okay.
We can talk about this all day.
All day. All right. But then, hey, come on, hey, this weekend, and of course for subsequent weekends after this, you can go check it out. All right. That's all we can take on Black Panther.